Curtis, played by Sam Redford, became central to one of the biggest storylines on Coronation Street last year due to his relationship with Emma, Alexandra Mardell, and his shady behavior. It later turned out he was suffering from factitious disorder, whereby he believes he has a medical condition although he doesn't. Their plans to get married were thwarted as his lies came to light, but in the latest hour-long installment of the ITV soap, his name cropped up in conversation as his ex-girlfriend spoke about a possible new romance being on the cards. In recent weeks, Emma has been getting closer to John Spear, Jordan Ford Silver, who is the grandson of Ted Spear, Dougie Brown, whose death she was involved in earlier this year. Although she has been told by Faye Windass, Ellie Leach, to stay away from the newcomer, the Rovers' return barmaid can't help herself. For obvious reasons, she hasn't told anyone else other than her accomplice in the crime, Faye. She has been seeing a potential new love interest. However, spending some time with her sister, Amy Barlow, Elle Mulvaney, in Friday night's episode, the beloved character decided to drop a few hints about her new beau. "You seem popular," Amy said as Emma checked her phone as John had sent her another message as she had been giving him the cold shoulder. "Not really," the barmaid replied as she ignored yet another message, but Amy was not going to give up on her quest to find out who it was. "Was it Curtis?" the youngster remarked, with Emma telling her in no uncertain terms was it the man who broke her heart. Unable to stop herself, Amy said, "I know how much you loved him," and it was clear her sister's feelings were still there for Curtis. "Well, love can't survive with someone who cannot tell the truth," she explained, leading her sibling to think it could be someone else. Emma explained it was just a friend, and watching the hairdresser's body language, Amy knew it was someone she could end up falling for. "It can't go anywhere," Emma remarked as her sister asked her why the barmaid used Curtis as an excuse instead of telling Amy the truth. "Because it's too soon. My head is still all over the place after Curtis," she explained before swiftly moving the conversation along. As the sisters spoke a bit more, Emma skirted past the details of why she really couldn't have a romance with John as she discovered her sibling was still seeing former drug dealer, Jacob Jack Ryan. By the end of the episode, the hairdresser met up with Ted's grandson, and although she knew she shouldn't spend time with him, she proceeded to enjoy a movie night with him. In next week's installments, the pair will end up going on another date, but it won't be too long before John knows the truth about his love interest. With the actress who plays Emma, Alexandra, leaving the show this spring, the character could be forced to flee the cobbles. Knowing she is going to spend time behind bars for her involvement in Ted's death, the beloved Cobbles resident could decide to move abroad so she can enjoy her life. Wanting to say goodbye to those she cares about, the young woman could call on Curtis to thank him for making her happy. It could be an emotional goodbye as Curtis has worked on himself in the past few months and his ex-girlfriend can see a real change in him. Curtis was the love of Emma's life, so she could ask him to go with her so they can finally have their happy ever after. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Not wanting to lose Emma again and in a better place, Curtis could agree to leave with her as they put the past behind them. The door is being left open for the beloved barmaid to return in the future, so if she does leave with Curtis, will he return with her? Or could their romance fizzle out once more whilst they are traveling the world together? Alexandra has previously spoken out on her character's relationship with Curtis and what Emma really thought of him. Speaking with Express.co.uk and other media, the soap star said, Curtis was her everything, the prince she had been waiting for. It's so typical of Emma for something to go wrong. She knows he was the one, so would do anything to try and make it work, Alexandra continued. I think David Platt was a mistake. It was a shame that it never worked with Chesney, Brown, Seb, Franklin, had potential. But ultimately Curtis is her Prince Charming, her true love, and they are a good match, the actress explained. I mean, she does try as much as she can to be lucky in love. Maybe she expects too much or is a bit too full on. I think she falls for the wrong person and has an idealized vision of love.